Good morning from Winsford Marina. Look at all these swans here. There's millions of swans, millions of Canada geese, loads of ducks. It's such a wonderful mooring. It's free. You've also got free parking there. And I've been the only boat here apart from all the kayaks and paddle boarders. But it's been so nice to get out on my kayak, head down the beautiful flashes just over there. But as you know, the Jolly Roger has passed its seaworthy test, and we need to crack on towards the Manchester Ship Canal so that I can head down it and head to the Shropshire Union, and get onto the canal network. Because at the moment I'm trapped here because the Anderton boat lift is closed. But before we set off today, we're going to get down there and check the engine. So I've done all the engine checks, I've tied the kayak safely behind. I've got my friend Gabs with us today, she's at the front just untying. And we're going to set off back down the river. The one good thing about the River Weaver is there's lots of water here, whereas most of the canals at the moment are shut due to low water levels. So we might as well just enjoy it, haven't we? Do it for what it is. Right, let's go untied. Now normally I would reverse out of this basin onto the river, but because there's no other boats here at the moment, I'm going to try and turn the Jolly Roger here. So it is quite silted, this basin. You can see all the mud coming up now. I don't want to put any high revs on. Sometimes if people have thrown anything in the canal, you don't want to knacker your prop. So just do it nice and gently. There we go, and we're off. So remember, this is the end of the navigation, this end of the River Weaver. So if you turn left, that takes you onto the flashes, but it's not suitable for narrowboats because there's lots of sandbanks. So we're going to be turning right back onto this beautiful River Weaver. So we've got Gabs doing a little bit of driving today. You love it, don't you?
Yeah, it's right good fun.
And I thought I'd show you a few things about how I film, because I try and get multicam angles when I'm doing it, and I normally do it all on my own, but I thought I'd show you lots of things I do, especially with my phone. So you are currently on my GoPro, and the reason why I talk to camera on the GoPro is the GoPro seems to smooth all your wrinkles, whereas when you record on a phone, because it's really high quality, it makes you look dead old, and I'm only 23, so I tend to talk to camera on a GoPro, and this is an old one, it's a Hero 9. All the new stuff is too high definition for me, so I do it in 1080 HD, and then the phone I record everything on 4K, so all the forward shots are all done on my phone, and I've got a few accessories that help to make that easier, so I'll show you those now. So one of my main bits of equipment when I'm using my phone is this. And obviously I've got a little tripod and a selfie stick. It's magnetic, so it sticks on there, which is brilliant. The good thing about it, stores in the top, is you have a little remote control. So for me, on my own, cruising and trying to film everything, it's fantastic because I can be stood at the back, press my button, and it's getting those forward shots automatically, which is brilliant. And that just stores in the top there. I'll put a link to all of this in the video description and probably on my website, so it's easier because I'm not sure on the makes of everything. I've got some other bits though that make filming a little bit easier. So I have this. It's a JJC filter. This just clips, again it's magnetic, straight over your camera, and you've got a filter, a UV filter, and that just makes those shots really lovely. Stops all the lens flare, all that in the shot. And then the most important are your cases, and because obviously you've got your phone in your pocket all the time. I take it when I'm doing locks and all sorts, so you often drop them. And I use these Taurus ones, which I've always used, even with my old phone. And this is an iPhone 13 Pro, I think it is. So I've actually just got myself another one. So that's a Taurus case. I might as well fit this now. I like the colours. Yeah, but they're brilliant, these, because put that in. They have a protective rim around the front. So obviously if you drop it face down, it's, you know, protects the screen. And these are proper shockproof. This is the air version, so it's like cushioned. And apparently when I was watching the videos, people were throwing them off bloody mountains and everything. Not that I'd ever do that with my phone, but they're just brilliant. And this one also has a little stand. Yeah, but I like these. I've always used these Taurus cases. But like I say, I'll put links to everything in the description, because loads of people are always asking me how I film everything. And I also as well have a really old GoPro mounted at the front, and I often get front shots with that, but the battery doesn't last very long on that. Yeah, that's pretty much my camera setup. And obviously as well, I have a drone. So between all those bits of equipment and the multiple camera angles, you can get some pretty good shots. So got ice in it.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers everyone. It's lovely. So we're just here now waiting for the first lock of the day, which is Vale Royal Locks. And I thought I'd show you another little piece of my camera equipment, and that's this. This is an Insta360, it's an X2, I think it's about 3 years old. None of my equipment is that new, to be honest, except for my drone, because I crashed my drone when I was away over winter, when I was away in my van, and that's why I really want to thank my patrons, because if it wasn't for them, each month I wouldn't be able to afford these bits of equipment, because they help with things such as memory cards, batteries, getting the tripods and the mounts and even the cameras themselves. You know, when I crashed my drone, I couldn't have afforded, no way, another drone. But thankfully, due to my patrons, Captain Glenn, Janice Totham Davis and Jen and Stephen, and also people that buy me a coffee as well, have helped me to then put some money aside and save until I could afford another drone, which really helps. Making these videos, it's, you know, for me it's like a hobby, it's an interest, I love it, I enjoy the filming, and you know, and I couldn't do it without you guys, so thank you. Anyway, I think we're going to go into this lock now. I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Howard, Elizabeth, Paul, Honda, Sazwa and Gasparella Buccaneer for becoming supporters of the channel via Patreon. Thank you so much. We were aiming to get to Acton Bridge today because we were supposed to meet some friends tonight in the pub at the Lee Arms. But I'm not sure we'll make it because it is so hot. And that's why little Bonny's not out here today. She's inside in the cool. Woo! I'm not complaining. Give me sunshine any day of the week. standing high?
Yeah. Doesn't hurt my shoulder as much, and I can see more out at point. So I can eat things now. I can see when I eat them.
Yeah, so this is the solution that we came up with, just having something to stand on to make that tiller less awkward. Because we're both short asses really, aren't we?
Speak for yourself. I've got half an inch on you.
You have now stood on that wheel. There is a bit of a trip hazard, so I don't know if I'll use that when I am on my own. I don't mind so much being all cocky and confident when I've got crew. So if I fall overboard, they'll know what to do. Well, I hope they would anyway. I'm on top of my wheel here. We're coming up now to Huntslock. Oh, we've got a breeze. Oh, feels amazing. It makes my hair a mess. Loads of people commented about my hair lately. Cheeky. I need it cutting. I'm not going to spend ages faffing about my hair to come outside. It's not like I'm going out, is it? I'm only with you lot. Hey up! I'll tell you what, the kayak got rather moist in that lot. Cheers! Cheers! Good morning. I was meant to go on the Manchester Ship Canal this week. However, there's been a leak in the canal at Chester and they've closed that canal because the Manchester Ship Canal goes from Marshlock here on the Weaver, well the bit I was going to be travelling, and then you get off at Ellesmere Port onto the main canal network. But with the boat lift shut this end and now that shut that end, I've got nowhere to go. I'm hoping it's a quick fix, but we'll see. But on the plus side, there's a river festival going on today. There's going to be dragon boat racing, all sorts of exciting stuff. So I think it's going to be a pretty good day. So only I can come to an event in Northwich and meet some of my mates from Conway that are doing a big pirate event. They're going to be shooting cannons, which I had no idea about, at 12 and 2 today, so I'm looking forward to that. I love the fact that this is a free event in Northwich and there's pirates everywhere. This is in support of the local round table, Northwich Round Table, which does loads of really good work for individuals and groups all across Northwich. Yeah, pirates. Anyway, this gunfire should be kicking off very shortly. And you like a big bang, don't you?
I love a big bang.
There's a duck race at 4 o'clock today, so we're about to buy ourselves a duck and hopefully we'll have a lucky duck. So we've got our duck, it's 1,731.
commit acts of robbery on the high seas.
It's really lovely seeing Northwich so busy. And even though it's raining, spitting, which is much needed, I have to say, everyone's still out and in good spirits, which is wonderful. We've come back to the boat because we've got prime position to watch the rest of this dragon racing now. And it's warm today, it's just peeing down. Much needed.
See how all over they are on left?
Yeah.
Teams all over. You see all them that's in sync? They're going a lot faster, aren't they?
Yeah, see, we need to work on our paddle technique apparently, because we got a bit of criticism when I took my kayak out the other day. People were saying, oh, you're doing it all wrong and all this. The thing is, we just have the kayak for a bit of fun. And we blamed our technique really because the fin's missing on the bottom of this kayak, so it wouldn't go in a straight line.
And also one side were going down.
Oh yeah, we didn't show that bit.
And I thought it were Heidi's lady bottom that were making it deflate. But
Yeah.
apparently it's one side's just going down slowly.
Yeah, it's still going down slowly. Somebody's thrown loads of curry and Indian food, very garlicky, in the river. And because I'm moored here and there's wheels down, it all seems to have trapped down the side of my boat, and it stinks. It stinks like stale food. And it's just staying there. And I was hoping that when these boats are going past, they'd move the water, but because my boat's blocking it all in, it's just trapped. You can see it's all stuck to my wheel there as well. Yeah, the flow will bring it off, and I'll put some washing up with it. We've sort of dispersed it, it's over there now. It was just all down here.
I think we're getting rid of most of it now. But it's not just like, somebody's not just thrown it in because there's too much.
So we're not sure if it's come out of there, but there was so much food. It wasn't just like somebody's thrown a takeaway away, like Gabby said. It's like enough meals for 20 people. And even though I put washing up wicket down, you can see it's still really greasy, the water. So we'd got rid of all this, and it's definitely coming out of that pipe. And that's not good because this is an official mooring. Yeah, you see it's coming out now, I'm watching it. So it's a different pipe to the other one. What's that from then?
That's where it's like, there's like an outlet there. There's a hole in the wall and there's a flow coming through there. Oh, you can see it just coming through. I just got rid of all of it at once.
Yeah, I'm watching it.
That's why there ain't any up there. It's just coming out of here.
There you go.
Cheers.
Cheers!
Cheers.
So this is Paul and Susie. They've brought us some rum here, some Sailor Jerry's and some treats for Bonny. So we're having a little bit of a drink, watching the dragon races. Cheers! Cheers! So what a wonderful weekend at the River Festival, and it was so good as well to catch up with Paul and Susie and having a little bit of a rum. Everyone's gone now, and I've actually just moved the boat forward a little bit because that stuff is still coming out, but it's hardly noticeable now. What was happening is because the boat was right next to the bank, official mooring, and then the wheels were both ends, it was getting trapped in that little bit, so it built up overnight and just, it stunk. But now that I've moved the boat forward, there's nothing by the boat now, but you can still see bits coming out, but because it's going so slowly, it's not really noticeable. So I don't think, well, I'm not sure if it's a problem, if there's some drains blocked or what, but there's bits of greasy crap coming out of that hole up there. Anyway, not talking of greasy crap, talking of lovely stuff, we're going to have a little bit of a rum now. So we're going to have now one of my favourite rums, a roast coffee kraken. This is just gorgeous. And whilst I am pouring this, a huge thank you to this week's pirate crew. I'm leaning over, so it's a bit hard for me to do. There we go. So cheers everyone, little to the rum, woohoo! Just wet the lips, top ones. There's nothing much I can say about this rum except if you love coffee and you love rum, then this is the drink for you because it is absolutely gorgeous. Oh, I love it. Save that for later now. So I'm currently trapped here on the River Weaver. There are worse places to be. I absolutely adore this river and I am close by to friends and family, you know, and there's I think there's about 20 miles navigable on this river. So I've still got places to be able to cruise, but because of that leak at Chester, the canal's shut. So I can't navigate now on the ship canal. I am hoping it's going to be a quick fix. Fingers crossed. They have started to refloat the boats there now. They've put a dam in place. So yeah, fingers crossed for me because I'm just dying to get out on my adventures on the Jolly Roger this year. But as I say, there are worse places to be stuck, and at least we've got loads of water here on the River Weaver. Anyway, I'm going to leave the video here. If you have enjoyed it, please do give us a big thumbs up. It really helps the channel. Subscribe down below if you haven't already. But before I go, just a massive thank you to my lovely, gorgeous patrons. So that's it. Please take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next week.